And
Hello,
eclipse
hello.
totality.
Oh, yes.
Good. Hey, we're back. We made it back.
It feels like it's been a while.
It does feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been multiple weeks.
Probably
we've been here.
because it's been a while.
Did you miss us?
Yeah. Did you
Anyone?
miss us?
No.
No.
It's all right. I get it.
Nobody missed us.
Nobody missed us.
Did you did you see your name?
I did. I also corrected it.
Oh, wait, what are you?
I liked it.
Breathing fine. Oh, okay. So the that was an homage to the Simpsons. I don't know if you guys were you Simpsons fans or no?
Of course we are.
I didn't catch the reference though.
When Bart sells his soul to Milhouse, he's one of the things is you have no breath. So he's trying to breathe on the ice cream thing at Apu's store, and
he can't.
The kids are like, "Oh, way to breathe, no breath." So that's what that was an homage to.
You know, that perfect 22 minutes for the episode. Those were always perfectly timed breastfeeding pump times. So I would put on The Simpsons and it would be a perfect 20 minutes done.
Really?
So watch a Simpson.
That's interesting. I had no
Maybe a
idea.
little bit too much information, but
no, not enough. Not enough info. Tell us more about this breast thing.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Oh. So, Michael,
yes, sir.
You were feeling better. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I could play soccer in a intramural league, not pro. Not pro.
So you're breathing a lot better, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I haven't needed a nebulizer treatment in several weeks.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know, the medicine wasn't doing what we wanted, so we just discontinued. And sure enough, all the side effects went with it.
Okay. So you're not doing that medication, which was one of the reasons that you had the issue, correct?
Well, that was the sole reason, because it was
amazing?
all side effects from that. But it was a crescendo of them, you know. My ankles and legs swell anyway, so when they were just swelling more, I didn't at first attribute it to the pills. And I thought it was odd. My fingernails were changing color. I didn't really think that was a side effect either.
What color were they?
It was actually the nail curl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right at the bottom of the fingernail. And they were turning kind of green.
Whoa.
I mean, that's bad. Your skin's turning green or blue, but
Yes,
it was
it is.
just right there at the fingernail.
You don't want blue or green kind of skin. No.
Yeah, no.
They frown on that. That's when you look at the human body owner's manual, they do not say green or blue skin.
And then
Sorry,
there were
kids.
some things that were, you know, dangerous, but I got through them. So I was fatigued all the time, but I figured that was just me fatigued all the time.
Well,
but I had even started falling asleep at red lights, you know.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. And then it crescendoed into that Monday, which was just a big downer for everyone.
And then have you gotten, so did you do your study yet?
No, that's into this month.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
From what I've talked to folks that have like CPAP machines and stuff, they really, really just, it does a whole world of good for them. It really does. It does a whole world of good for their.
And right away.
Yes.
It's like instant on.
Mm-hmm.
Switch it on. Here we go.
Switch it on and rock and roll. No.
Well, and I was having fun with the nurses talking about how loud Michael's snores were. And I told them when we first met, I was like, these are the scariest sounds I've ever heard. But no one's going to approach us because they think it's a freaking bear. So I liked sleeping next to my snoring bear. So I don't think the CPAP machine is going to bother me. That's going to be our perfect white noise.
Yeah, I think you're going to like it.
Huh?
I think you're going to like it.
Yeah, I'm going to love it.
Unless we get like some brand new modern one.
That's silent.
We got rid of all the noise. Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
Well, I have to do with the alien's face hugger, so
you're joining a crowd, man.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's better than a tube down your throat.
Yeah.
Better than a tube down your throat. So
it's better than better than a tube in another place.
I was going to say, yeah, you got that too. Well, we get there and
I had a tube in a place once that was not fun.
No, as soon as we get him like into the hospital's bed, they want urine. And so they're all pushing on his package, and trying to get pee out of it. And he's like, I can't go on command. And I'm like, stop yanking on my husband's penis.
I don't even remember this.
It was horrible.
I mean, I don't doubt shouting, I can't pee on command. That sounds like, but the actual evolution of all that, even the catheter.
Clipping this. I'm so clipping this.
Oh, is it a feature real? Well, and like,
oh yeah, this is real.
Just I'm apparently having to give you a handy in front of everybody, trying to get it ready, and it didn't go.
That was the nurse's job.
What a fun day for me.
But I didn't know I got a catheter until like the next day when I've already come out of all this.
Yeah.
The first time trying to use a can, it burned. Oh, yep. They did something with that.
You did get a catheter then.
So
just so they could get a urine
played with
sample.
him for no reason.
Yeah. Just so they could get a urine sample to find out I wasn't on opiates.
Right. It's
even though they treated me like I was for 4 days.
Yep. We got.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I mean, did they acted like you were in there because of an overdose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really care what he had to say. They just listened to the machines and to the doctor.
They didn't look at the meds I was on.
Yeah, that was his doctor was pretty upset because I gave them a physical list and the meds were there. So according to his doctor, he should have made the connection.
Or they should have done something called chart review.
Yeah. Lots of steps were missed.
Wow.
But I got a letter.
Concept.
I got a letter from the hospital today talking about their investigating internally and give them time. Say it'll take about 2 weeks.
Wow.
Oh, so, did you formal?
I made a phone call. I didn't draft anything up or whatever. I made a phone call, left my name and number. She called me back the next day, and I explained everything as I understood what happened.
Right. And you did say that the nurses were professional.
Right.
They didn't hurt you, but certainly that one nurse that first night.
Yeah.
Where she's like, I don't care if you breathe or die.
Wow. Well, that was actually the respiratory tech.
Oh.
I don't care if you breathe. Well, so the first day, I really got no memory, and it's just a fog. And so the next day, I'm fighting this mask. This mask was terrible. And she's just giving me a rash over, how I treated her about this and how I treated her last night. And I'm like, lady, last night I was in crisis. I don't even recognize you.
Right.
I don't know who you are.
I don't remember who the dude was last night. Yeah. It's like remembering something when you're drunk.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't take that.
No,
can't take.
I got the feeling from her like this was personal to her somehow.
Yeah.
And she, I'm trying to help you, and you're treating me like this. I'm like,
yeah, that's the job. I mean, there are lots of. My job is I don't get to yell at children and be like, I don't care if you get an education. Screw you, little Billy. Yeah, I gotta care. I'm a teacher.
Exactly.
I don't have to like little Timmy.
Yeah, that was 3 weeks ago. And then
you went on a big old trip.
I went on a big old trip, which was way cool. It started out,
way lame.
Air travel is just different now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And Alaska Airlines has always been, I thought, been one of the top airlines. And even them, just now, I don't get it. The customer service, the communication, that used to be a big part of Alaska Airlines was communication and the customer service. And then, so we went to the Eclipse in Texas, but we went to Tampa first. And so our flight was from Anchorage. We left Anchorage at 2 a.m. and then we got to Seattle at 6. Then we had a flight at 9 to get to Tampa at 5:30 in the afternoon, Tampa time. No problem.
That's not bad for a SeaTac layover.
No, it's not. And so Kat and I went and had some breakfast and had, hung out a little bit and went to the gate. Just took it easy, right? Because you had
looked
3
at the
hours.
Gum selection.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Looked at, and it's the end gates that they've done quite a bit of work on the end gates down there in SeaTac Airport. And so there are some, we knew there were some storms, right, in Florida that day. And so we're getting fairly close to the thing. And then all of a sudden we notice, okay, we're delayed. We're delayed an hour. And they come up and they say, all right, you're delayed an hour. And I think my phone's going off in the other room.
I think it is. I'll go check.
Yeah, just go turn it. Just shut it off. That should shut it off. Sorry. So they say it's delayed an hour. And so we're like, okay, that's not too bad because of the storms. And then here comes an hour. Nope, we got another hour later. We're delayed for another hour. Okay, all right, fine. ATC's keeping us from thing. Then it got to be another hour.
This is stuck in SeaTac?
Oh, yeah, stuck in SeaTac.
Because they were direct to Tampa.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is ATC limiting the number of planes that can go through these storms. The storms are going to go through. We're going to be able to take off. We got a 6-hour flight to get from Seattle to Tampa. So by the time we get to the storms, are going to be cleared out. So then it continues. We get okay. We're going to leave at 11:40. We're going to leave at 12:40. And so I even said to Kat, I said, they're going to run out of crew. They're going to run out of crew, and we're not going to have a crew. And then it gets to about 1:40 now. We're supposed to leave at 9. It's after 1 o'clock, and they're like, we're still delayed because we don't have a first officer. Our first officer's time has run out. We're trying to find a new one. And I'm like, I told you. And so I'm online. I'm getting on Twitter on them, and I got people, and I did almost get scammed.
Really?
Oh yeah. Cause I said something on Twitter, and then I get this DM. And this person's like, yes, call us on, but use WhatsApp. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got WhatsApp. And so I'm thinking I'm talking to Alaska Airlines, and then this goes on for minutes. And then they're like, yeah, we get you compensation. And I'm communicating online too, DMing with somebody else. And then I was like, wait a minute. And he's like, yeah, I just need your card number. And I'm like,
no, you don't.
Card number? And he's like, yeah, your card, your Visa card or your debit card or something. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh my God. I can't believe I fell for this.
Dickhole.
So, I mean, it's just when you're in that situation, you fall for stuff, right?
The fact that they're there waiting for you is sick.
Oh yeah. They're just, they saw my message, or they saw my thing that I put out there in public, and they're like, let's hop on this guy.
And some place in Bangladesh, someone's like, ooh, opportunity.
Yeah, I think they were Kenya, actually, when I looked up a little later on. I think they were.
Was they a
Kenya.
prince?
Probably. So
picture of your card.
Like, all right, stupid. Yeah, I'm like, all right, and so then But then, the actual Alaska Airlines people online are like, oh yeah, we found a crew. We're going in an hour. And then an hour later, it's 2-something in the afternoon. No, sorry, we didn't. We're just kidding. We didn't actually find a crew. We're canceling the flight. So you can't cancel the flight 7 hours before this. You have to sit there and delay and delay and delay and delay and delay all day long. And there's other places we could have gone and connected to Tampa. Now we're stuck here. So,
and I don't even like Seattle.
Yeah, right. So we call. So they're like, go to the ticket counter or go to the kiosk or the desk between, around gate N12. And I'm like, how about I just call? So I called.
Yeah, he was smart.
The person that helped me on the phone was very, very good, right? Very good customer service from her. And so I'm like, we got us another flight that left like multiple hours later, right? 7 or 8. I think it left at 9. So we needed to be back at the airport at 7. It's still like 2 in the afternoon. And then we're flying from Seattle to San Francisco and then overnight San Francisco to Tampa. And we got a 45-minute layover in San Francisco. No problem. So we call a friend. She comes over. We got some dinner. It was very nice. Get back in the airport. Get on the plane. Pull out of the thing, and then the plane stops on the tarmac. And the pilot comes on and says, "Well, there's construction in San Francisco, and so they're asking us to delay a little bit." And I'm like, "What?" We've got
already manifested.
Yeah, we've got to. We're on the.
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting on tarmac, engines running,
delays on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he's like, 20 minutes or so we'll take off. And I'm like, so we're talking to the stewardess. We're telling them, hey, we got to get off this plane as soon as it gets there. And so people were cool. They announced it, said, hey, if you don't have a tight window for your next thing, just stay in your seat, let these people off the plane. And then we're running through the airport, get on the plane. So we left at 2 a.m. and we didn't get to Tampa until, 5 o'clock their time the next morning. So
you just missed a whole day, basically.
4 hours. Yeah. It's like 24 hours of traveling, a little more.
Surprised your rental car wasn't canceled.
I called them and they can't, it's 24 hours. Basically. Nice. So, and that went really well. And then, we did lose a whole day. And then, we were driving from Tampa to go see the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
And that was quite the adventure. But here I did on our channel, and it looks like we got quite a few views. We got like 85 views.
Oh wow!
On that on our channel. Of course, only one thumbs up. But we'll take it.
Do you like how Florida, right in the middle, it goes from Eastern time zone to Central, mid-state?
Right. Oh yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that was weird because Florida is not on a state boundary. It's on a county boundary.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
the time zone change.
Yeah. No, and there was actually some cool stuff on that drive, like the one bridge that kind of it's like a roller coaster. I mean,
oh my God!
You are going like you're going like this, and I mean, you see it coming, and so I had the kids with their arms up. I'm like, everybody, put your arms up. As we go over the top.
Oh my God!
You come down the other side. It was pretty fun, and then
I don't think I could drive over that.
Yeah, you could.
Why?
That sounds terrifying to me.
It was like a highway. It was just kind of steep, was all. But it was 4-lane highway.
All that sounds awful. I want a little peasant road. So this looks cloudy.
So this was cloudy. This is how it started, right? So this is like right at the beginning of the thing. And yeah, so it's cloudy. So we're like, oh, I hope it clears up. We're thinking, okay, it'll help. And then, then we get some more clouds, and then I'm still trying to get my filter and my camera dialed in.
Okay,
right?
Here it comes.
So so here we go. So we get a little more. There's the sun. I'm trying to get it to focus in. I realized I needed to move some other settings around to make it full, but you see it's starting to click there.
Yep.
See, we're starting to get a little bit of stuff. And there, it's a little more. Of course, it keeps doing that. I'm fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting with it. There we go.
Yep.
Now we got it. Now we figured out, hey, dummy, move these other settings. Make it a little darker so you can catch it. So
what was the atmosphere around you? We got outside on the grass.
What's that?
Were you guys outside on the grass?
No, we were at my friend's house in Texas.
And did it get dark around you guys?
Oh yeah, no, it did. In fact, let me can you grab my phone? I know you turned it off. If you can grab it, I can show some pictures from that. Because this is with the big filter on my camera. And then there it is, getting a little more covered. And then let's see. That's when it started getting cool right there. But you can see the what? What'd she say? Okay.
How long was totality?
Like 3.5 minutes.
Wow.
So it was quite a while for that.
People just waiting for rapture.
Yeah, pretty much. It was, I mean, so as it's getting darker, it's
I don't think I've ever seen an eclipse.
As it gets closer and closer to totality, let's see.
Right.
You can see there it's getting even closer. Let me one really good picture here that kind of shows it. I've just got to send it to myself real quick.
Have you seen an eclipse, Michael?
Okay. Yeah. I remember one in 4th grade where the teacher brought us out like 4 students at a time and showed us with a pinhole through the card.
Oh, yeah.
So look at the shadow. Right. Then there was another one in high school. I was actually already at home for it. So we did this trick where you take about 4 or 5 film negatives, put them all, together, back, and then look up at it through those.
Oh.
Probably not recommended by the optometrist.
That's an old school hack. I still have some film on reels, like they cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So we're rolling along. So yeah, our let me see if I gotta hang on. I wanted to send a picture, show you guys the area we were at. And so we were there with a bunch of friends and some of my family members. And it was at my good friend's house in Texas. A little side story on this. He lived up here, and then him and his wife wanted to move some, they'd been in Alaska their whole life. So like, we're going to find somewhere else to move and come back in the summers,
Stonebird it.
So, yeah. And so, but it was either Texas or Florida. And so they went and they found this place in Texas, and it was right. Then they looked at it, and then they realized, that it was right when the totality of the the eclipse went right over their place.
Oh,
and so this was like 2019 when they looked at this. Was before COVID. This was like 2018, 2019, and it was like, this is just meant to be, right?
Yeah.
This is meant to be. We're going to get this, and me. So they decided that oh shoot, wrong one. So anyway, so let's see. I'll have to stop. Oh, come on. Well, let me stop sharing here and share this one. So I'm going to show my friend Brian here on the stream. Stop sharing.
Is that Fredericksburg or Friedrichsburg?
Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it's Fredericksburg, but it is very German inspired. So
Friedrich would be a German emphasis on it.
So that's my friend Brian, but this is kind of the area we were at, if you can see that.
Well, that doesn't suck.
No, it does not.
Here's just my swimming pool, my hot tub, my view. Oh, we have a view in a hot tub.
Of bread factory.
Factory, yeah.
Of a bread factory.
Bread factory.
Do.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is. All right, and then this is the other view. Give me 1 second here. Is it still showing the other one?
Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second. I remember which screen to share. Okay, screen. I know. This is the other way. So this is where we were. So then.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very nice place. So then, as you can see the clouds kind of go over too occasionally.
Sure.
Like we did have a few clouds here and there. And then
what was the weather?
Cloudy.
It cloudy, yeah. But it was warm. I mean,
it was warm.
It was 80s, 70s. I think it's
night?
70s on the day. Oh, no, at night it got a little chilly. Actually. So let's see. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Maybe. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so it must have gone behind a cloud there.
I wonder if you could wear kilts in Texas.
Yeah, why not?
It would be too hot.
Could.
No.
I guess they wear pants. I guess they wear pants in Texas.
We weren't allowed to wear shorts in school until my junior year.
Okay.
I'm sharing.
So you would just wear this outfit?
No, we had to wear pants. All the guys hated it because the girls got away with
skirts.
Something called a split skirt.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Those were shorts.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, really? Yeah.
They were shorts. I don't care what you called them.
Well, there's no reason why the boy couldn't wear a split skirt, right?
We had to wear pants. That was the dress code.
Oh, okay.
You could not wear shorts.
Nope.
Wow.
Well,
they finally changed the dress code. Like I said, my junior year.
Right. Mommy's class, when she went to Anchorage High, which is now West High, her class could not wear skirts. Oh, wait, no, they couldn't wear pants for their high school. So she had to walk to school in a skirt, in cold Alaska weather.
Wow,
going uphill
really?
both ways. But yeah, she was cold. She had to wear a skirt. They didn't have snow pants back then.
But her school was as far away from her house as it is now.
Yes, that is correct. But it's still cold.
I give you that, but
no,
when
it's not
she
much
gives
of
you
a
that 5 miles uphill both ways.
I know,
Color
it's going to be awesome getting vegetable roaming. Just boop, right there.
Okay, so here it is. It's almost going away. Got just a tiny little bit of sun left.
And there was no.
And then it left. And then
Did the animals act normal? Or were they quiet?
Confused?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't too many. I didn't
had
hear any
those
like
questions.
rickets come out or anything. I don't.
Right.
I mean, it was really quiet there.
Woke up the cicadas 4 years early.
Yeah, right.
All these crops lost.
No, we gotta go.
Because I know, Michael, you've lived through some weather, and I'm sure, Robbie, you have too. At the beginning of a tornado, the sky is purple, it's silent, there's a strangeness in the air. And not that I would assume to go to that extreme, but I wonder if it has some kind of its own power over our nature.
Right.
Maybe with tides.
Okay.
Maybe. But
yeah, just the thought of
I
how everything works.
Talk about any chaos that caused.
Because this isn't normal, and back in the day, this would scare people or make them do human sacrifices. So it's like it had some effect on us back then.
Unless you were aware of it and knew it was coming, you only got 4 minutes as it's happening. That's
okay. Yeah, right.
It's quick to get your victims out, and
it's not like a day or something.
Or they had those, but it was like from a volcano, off in the distance, and all that ash blocks out the sky.
Okay, right. Yeah,
but let me show you here. So this is some more pictures. Most of these are ones my wife took. I haven't been able to really get any good ones, but there's kind of like, when it starts, she got a really good picture there. And then why won't you give me the thing? So there's one,
a crescent
going. Yep. And then
pretty
get a little more. Oh yeah, no, she got some really good pictures. She did. And there it's getting even closer. And then okay, so this is when it gets dark, right?
Okay.
And so let me kind of foreshadow this one. Even when it's like this, everything is like muted.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's getting darker, but everything's more muted as far as the light level is.
Okay.
But you still have a shadow. The sun is still casting a shadow. Even if it's a small shadow, it's a shadow. You can't look at this. You still can't look at this with the naked eye.
Wow.
Even with that little bit, or when it got even closer, even when it was just a tiny sliver, you still can't look at it.
Wow.
She was saying the neighbor. Oh, as it was happening, the neighbor's chickens did go to bed. So that was.
Thank you.
I didn't realize that, but yeah, the as it's going, because it's getting darker and darker for them, so they're thinking, okay, it's time, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon, so they did go into their
slumber,
or their pen.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So chickens will do that. Chickens will put themselves to bed, and so they did this. So
not feeling tired, but okay.
Even with just a little bit of sun, it's still casting a shadow. Then when it goes completely dark, or when the sun goes to totality, it got a lot darker than I anticipated.
Really?
Because it was very, very cool. It was like, and when I get my video downloaded, hopefully this weekend, there's like an audible gasp, because there was like probably 20 of us on this patio, and so there was an audible like, oh, wow, kind of thing. And so it was. Oh, that's right. Wife just reminded me too. Is you could see stars when it came out too.
Sure.
So the stars actually came out, and there was Jupiter, or one of the planets, was pretty close to where the sun was at that time, and so you could see that.
Wow.
And some other folks, and as you can see, he's on his tablet. it away, Luke. But as you can see, see how illuminated he is?
Yes, I do.
You see the light here?
Yeah.
I mean, you can see, and this is 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So you can see how dark it is. And then this is one of the pictures where it's in totality. And then there's another one too. I think that's right when it started to come out.
Yeah.
And so, but that one is
wow.
And so you can look at it here.
Okay.
You can stare at it right here, and you can see there's still a rim of light around it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no issue staring at this one at all.
Mm-hmm.
But careful, because as soon as it starts giving that crescent on the other side.
No, exactly.
So there was no effect to air travel or anything, right? Like they just know that it's going to be a little dark for half a second.
No, exactly. But there was a few times where you're looking at it and it's like halfway or whatever, and you kind of either pull your glasses down, or you start to move your eyes, but then you don't catch it exactly, and so you actually catch a little bit of the sun in your eye.
Yeah.
And then you've got this like Pac-Man in your vision for a little while.
For a little bit.
I mean,
yep.
Yeah. So if you do stare at it without the glasses on, you see the
I love how my children, we were learning about this stuff just recently because, of this. And we were talking about how you don't ever look at the sun directly. And of course, these little third graders like, yes, you can. I do, because they're a bunch of little liars.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm like, yeah, no, you can't, because it'll burn your eyeballs. Even the Alaskan Native had sunglasses invented for the snow, the whiteness of the land for hunting. So obviously, yeah.
Well, here's a funny thing about the sun. What color is it?
Yellow.
And the reason why is when you can look at it, you look at it there low on the horizon, and through the refraction through the atmosphere, it appears yellow.
Right.
If you could, you cannot, but if you could look at the sun at high noon right above your head, it'd be white.
White. Yep. Yep.
So it's only yellow dusk and dawn. And you get some reds and whatnot in there.
Right.
But as it gets way up high, the way that's coming down through the atmosphere, it's white.
You remember the code for the rainbow?
Roy G. Biv?
Yeah, Roy G. Biv.
There's some argument on indigo.
What?
There's some argument on indigo. Whether
I
it's
got into an argument again with a student who said purple was in the rainbow. And I'm like, no, it's indigo and violet. They kind of share the job.
But the two of them make purple.
Right. Yeah.
So have you ever seen a lunar eclipse?
Yes.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah,
it's kind of creepy.
No, it is definitely.
You're looking at a full moon, and then just this ominous shadow that turns out to be the planet you're on, just slowly blacks out the full moon.
Yeah.
And then comes out the other side.
Creepy.
And it lasts just as long, just a few minutes, but.
Okay. He's having fun. Papa.
Our name is Benjamin. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It's classy establishment. They have children running around everywhere.
Right. That's why we're not You're like, you might hear cuss words.
Yeah, we warned the children, but I do not swear at school. Just in my life.
It's like a wounded pirate.
Yeah, worse than you. But not as bad as Robbie.
No, I cuss like all the time.
Robbie cusses.
Pretty bad. I cuss just to do it.
I was actually concerned with Benji going to school because if he ends up repeating anything, no one in the school is going to believe it came from her.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the sailor, but she's more...
far more potty mouth than he is.
You are.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I love to say horrible things.
See, I just think
Things
it's
that
all
don't
Really?
make sense coming out of my mouth, like curb stomping and, stuff like that. Curb stomp that bitch. God. That's adorable coming out of me. I don't think they
That's
really
funny.
believe it either. Or if they did, I'd watch out because I don't know what I'm capable of if I black out. I don't know. Oh, I'd be fierce.
I said nothing.
What?
I said nothing.
I'm
Hand signals.
hardcore.
Yeah.
So I would recommend an eclipse. Now the next one isn't for another 20 years, but
So we'll still
there'll be other ones
be
in other parts of the world.
alive.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely. You can.
There's
you
probably
can
one in
go find them in-
Argentina. Yeah.
There's one in Egypt next year.
Oh,
The next one in the United States. So next full eclipse,
Over Johnson Island, still a U.S. territory.
USA.
it's never going to come up to Alaska, is it? Because it's not in the line,
It could. It just where it is in the
Yeah.
rotation.
right?
So in 2043, there's
it
going to
Haley's?
be one in 2044. There's one August 23rd of 2044, and it will only shadow Montana and North and South Dakota.
Sturgis.
Okay?
Yeah.
Biker
Okay.
rally.
Right? I don't think is that in August though?
I have no idea.
Ah, gotcha. But then in 2044, now check this out. And I'll put this up here real quick. Hang on. Share. Screen. So this is 2044. Oh, wait. No, that's not. Ah, darn it. That's not the one. Hang on. Sorry. 2045 eclipse USA. There we go. So in 2045, this will be the eclipse path.
Still not over us.
Well, no, but it's over the rest of the United States.
Yeah.
Oh, and then that's right. Kat is saying in 2033 there will be one that goes over Kotzebue, Nome, and Barrow.
Oh, neat. 2033?
2033.
That's not that long.
No, that's like 9 years.
Yeah.
And I think there's already people like booking hotels and stuff.
Oh.
So yeah, let's see. Alaska eclipse 2033. Oh wow, look at the path. Look at this one's crazy. Look at that.
Wow.
Like covers Russia, part of Alaska.
Not Anchorage.
So no, but we'll be able to see part of it.
Okay.
We won't get the totality, but
Oh, come on, you know it's gonna be
still stretches
cloudy.
out. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Imagine you go to Nome. You're there March 30th, 2033. You've waited
9 years.
9 years. You booked your hotel. There's thousands of dollars,
Yep.
and it's freaking cloudy. And you're in Nome.
Yeah. Welcome to Alaska.
Where are you gonna go?
What you gonna do?
I mean, you're gonna
Nothing.
maybe jump on a snow machine and go try and find somewhere where it's clear.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's about the same time the Iditarod will be arriving. March.
oh yeah,
We can stay and watch that.
That's
yeah. Let's see. When did Iditarod end? I thought it was March 3rd to 16th. So
Well,
yeah, because it
that
starts
year.
at the beginning of the Well, that was I mean, they could just wait a little extra, right?
Yeah, they don't all come in at once either. So
yeah, because that Cassie.
Well, you could make a package deal out of that.
Yeah.
Iditarod and eclipse.
There's some straggler running late. You get the Red Lantern guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or you just wait 2 extra weeks to start the Iditarod, and then you've got all the Iditarod people plus all the eclipse people. Yeah,
mushing in the dark.
I think they're gonna
excellent tourist opportunity.
Yeah,
make that money.
Yeah.
Or you don't delay the Iditarod, and then you have 2 giant events.
How about you don't
in March
hold the Iditarod?
Could they even deal with that?
Yeah, because I think it, because you could have the Iditarod people and the eclipse people there.
There's not enough room in the town.
There's not enough room in Nome for that, or Utiavik.
Is that how you pronounce that?
That's how you pronounce Barrow.
Right.
Yes. Utiavik. And I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Like
Utovik? Yeah.
Should, but it's Utiavik is how I've heard it pronounced.
So we did get switched back to the original language of the town? Because I remember when they switched over and it was no longer Barrow.
Right.
Was it that they reclaimed a name?
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I like it when we have to be forced locally to like the Denina Center, or what's the movie theater is by the Tacotinu.
Oh yeah,
right. Tacotinu, Denina. I kind of like us saying our local words in our local area.
No,
I prefer they be a little more pronounceable. Well, that's the reason I asked about the Utiavik. I have no idea how to pronounce that word based on the spelling.
It's not some federal stops in some other languages.
Right.
It's not Kamehameha.
The Louvre?
No, so what Kat's saying, if it's cloudy, there's like this in the state with the most airplanes per person. So you get an airplane charter and you get above the clouds.
Oh, smart cookie.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, you're going to have a good time.
But if it's cloudy, you got to make sure. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So you got to book the hotel, book the airplane.
Right. And you've got to have an instrument rated.
Well, pilot. It's 9 years. They might even get their pilot's license in that time.
Right. Got to be instrument rated too to get above the clouds because it's cloudy.
This is getting frustrating.
My friend Mark,
I'll probably skip it.
He flies everywhere all over the state, and he is just convinced he's going to die in one of those bush planes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because they're all like hunter charters as well. So they're flying, and then the guy sees a moose or a bear, so he circles back, get another look at it, and every time Mark says, just grabs the pilot. Look, I'm paying you to take me to Sabunga, not to look at that bear.
Oh my God. And he would say that too.
Yep. No, I've been on flights like that.
Have you? I've never. I kind of want to.
I could just imagine, you're doing a transit and for all of a sudden you just bank and loop around.
Sure.
The pilot wanted to see something. And turns out it was a mountain goat. It's like, are you kidding me?
I am a local, not a tourist. Yeah. I was a sad note. Talk about your mountain goat. Several or a few, I can't remember. Years ago, we were in Seward, and there was a mountain goat that had gotten itself into town. And so Benji and I were at the store in Seward, the one store, and we saw the mountain goat running down the street. It was a doll sheep. And he was running down the street, and we're like, well, that's weird. And then later we went to the playground, and the goat ran through the playground. So we were running and grabbing children, throwing them out of the way. because this goat is being followed by all these people taking its picture.
Oh no!
And the sad thing is that they basically backed the mountain goat into the sea, and the goat drowned.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's the
What?
sickest thing. All these people chase this poor goat, taking a picture. How cool! And they caused its death. It was awful.
Oh my God!
Makes me angry. So
That
yeah,
is
you don't have any
insane.
right to go and bother an animal for a picture. You really don't.
No.
This is why we have telephoto lens.
Yeah. Oh, what was it on the police put something out about like
The bear.
they were stopping for a bear or something like people.
Get
You
your
have a
selfie right next to the bear.
Don't go up close to the bear,
No.
stupids.
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
I don't care how cuddly it looks.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I don't want to have
who's-
to use our resources to save your dumbass from petting a bear that pops out of your dumpster.
Ooh, I don't think there's that much saving.
No, because
After
this
the
is our
bear got
government
hold of
hill
you,
in the
you know?
trash cans.
Yeah.
In our
No,
old
I
hood.
mean you hear every year there's a moose or bears that have to be put down
Yeah,
because people are
'Cause
feeding them.
people.
I heard people feeding apples out of the kitchen window
Yep,
when I
yep.
lived in an apartment here in town. It's
Yep.
like, don't do that.
Nope. And I have actually firsthand lived in an apartment on the first floor, had the window open, and had a moose stick his nose in my kitchen because I was
Oh, wow.
baking cookies.
Right.
And it really happened. And my roommate wanted to feed him, but my other roommate was like, no. That was Allison. Her father was an archaeologist.
Right.
She was from Kotzebue, so she was a lot smarter than the other girl.
Like, yeah, let's feed it. Come on.
I mean,
feed
I
it.
understand it's like insane that there's a nose of a moose in your house, but they don't eat people food. They eat moose food.
They eat, yes, which is, leaves and
Leaves
sticks
and bark.
uh-huh.
It's always amazing to me how like the largest animals are herbivores.
Uh-huh.
Right.
All the biggest
Like a
dinosaurs were
gorilla's
herbivores.
A vegetarian.
It
Right.
is strange.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gorillas,
Vegetarian.
yeah.
Gorillas are.
I mean, like the biggest dinosaurs were,
Yeah.
were vegetarians as well, as far as we know.
Goldfish.
What
I don't
we
know if
know
goldfish are.
What?
I think
You can like let a goldfish grow to an enormous size.
Goldfish are vegetarian.
Sorry.
I think it's sunfish.
Okay.
They're vegan. They're more vegan. I think they're
Giraffes?
they're totally.
What about hippos and rhinos?
Hippos have the personality of a chainsaw, and they'll just eat anything they want.
Mhm.
Are hippos friendly?
No,
You do
No.
not want to find a
You do not want to go near a hippo.
hippos are one of the most dangerous animals on the planet.
Really?
Nothing competes with them.
No,
They just
Because they're just so big and strong, and those teeth will
bite
just
force.
tear a hole in
they
Yeah.
can just crush a
Nope.
watermelon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. And they've got the attitude too.
Yeah,
they've
they're on
got an
geez.
attitude. Oh yeah.
Whatever it is, they're mad about it.
So like the alligators of
Mhm.
the safari. Wait, they probably have alligators.
Yeah. And the alligators yield to the hippo.
What about rhinoceroses?
I don't think
I
they're
don't know. Yeah.
they're like same territory.
Gotcha. I know that there are birds on them.
I think it's just cartoon
Was that just Lion King that I watched?
or peanuts.
Ah, Sylvania, Babadi, Cinema. Nobody knows this? Whatever.
Oh, the Lion King.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
And you almost died never having seen The Lion King.
And I'm okay with it. The whole thing's
Wait,
false.
you've
Oh.
never seen the Lion King?
Correct.
What?
He
Oh my
was a
God.
man his whole life. On a side note, today is a very special day in the Jody world.
Tomorrow's a very special day too.
Yes, it is.
All right. Anyway,
Jody's got her money saved up for my coupon, my 420.
So what is today in Jody world?
Is my parents' 50th anniversary. Right. Because that makes sense.
Years.
Because you're Jonathan's birthdays, right? You'll be 50 next year. Because my parents, didn't have sex before marriage. They got pregnant like on their honeymoon, like Mormons do. But it's their 50th. And it's, not a normal thing anymore to have 50 years with a partner. And they're going to go see Aladdin tonight and go have a fancy dinner.
Yay.
Yeah. And I was talking about our stock, how we come from good stock. And my mother's side is arsonist, criminals, insanity, and gayness. And my father's side is hillbilly, war,
moonshine,
and women. And they made me.
Elephants and rhinos are in the same ecosystem usually are the only animals that would butt heads with a hippo. The elephant and the rhino.
Elephants and rhinos. Okay.
And the elephants and rhinos usually overmatch the hippo in size and intelligence and ferocity.
Oh, that's right. And elephants are plant eaters.
And worse than that, Cape buffalo. Those things are just death with horns.
Tatanka?
No, the Cape buffalo.
Oh.
It looks like a longhorn, but the horns come up a little.
Oh, my God.
And they're mad about it.
Oh, my God. How would you take that animal down? A shotgun?
You leave the Cape buffalo alone.
Oh. Wow, I bet that animal is a beast. You looking it up, Robbie?
No.
Oh. Well, whatever. No. I do like the elephants. Let's go ahead and stay with the elephants and can battle the hippos. I love elephants.
That's elephant versus a hippo or an elephant versus that's like...
Because what would they do? Stomp it?
Heavyweight fight of the century right there. That's...
Whack it with its butt?
Sit on it. Yeah.
Sit on. Yeah. What kind of... A hippo would try to bite its legs or something or ram it. And an elephant would stomp and sit or whack it with its nose.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do much damage.
But it'll trample you.
They will trample. Yeah,
trample. Okay.
Yeah.
Roar! Should I be the next, person to feature the Animal Planet? And then they go, rah! It's like, no, don't eat me. They had Snoop Dogg narrate an Animal Planet show. It was pretty awesome.
I bet. That actually sounds pretty
That sounds awesome, yeah. What's up, little friend? How you doing? The blaze up on the Sahara. Yeah, man.
Right?
Wow. So that took us up to our time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a fast episode.
Pretty much right there, yeah. Yes. Any parting words?
Don't F around with hippos.
Mm-hmm.
Cape buffalo.
In the cage buffalo.
Cape buffalo.
No, Cape.
Like Cape Fear. Yeah.
Cape Superman.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cape Fear. Okay.
Don't set yourself on fire.
Yeah. Right. That's a good one.
And don't stare at the sun.
Don't stare at the sun.
Don't stare at the sun.
Don't feed the bears. Don't pick your nose.
Isn't there a song? You don't step You don't step on Superman's cape.
Yep.
You don't and you don't mess around with Earl.
So, that's right. Yes. So somebody did that today, actually.
Messed around with Earl?
Set themselves on fire.
Here?
No.
Where?
right outside of Donald Trump's trial in New York.
Was that some fire extinguisher?
Yes.
What was it? Somebody set themselves on fire
Yes.
to raise awareness
Of their theory that
Because you can't ask this guy anymore, right?
That there is a fascist plot coming against us, and Donald Trump and Joe Biden are two sides of the same coin.
Well, wow.
Fair.
I was like, I mean, none of them are great, but now this is interesting because I just read my local news, and that's the only really the news that I read, and it had national news. There was an article, but then it's been pulled, and so there are no articles that I've seen.
This is the man's manifesto, which
he had a shit.
We will look at next week.
Okay, I want to look at that.
We're going to, if somebody is going to go out
and set themselves on fire
to say, "Look at my shit,"
we're going to look at it.
The least you can do is look at their shit, right?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Monks in Vietnam did this because they felt their religion was being oppressed.
Set themselves on. I remember the monk.
Yeah, the monk. It was actually several of them.
The Rage Against the Machine cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more than one.
It's a hard picture to look at, honestly.
And it had the effect they wanted. I mean, the people are just not going to appreciate seeing their clergy burning alive on city streets.
The video of today is pretty bad too. So
that one monk just sat there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
He didn't fight the flames or nothing.
No.
That's
I don't think we can show that, but we'll definitely
I don't want to see it.
We'll look at this. We'll look at this next week.
Okay, I'll ask you afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
A3C